Hello everyone. Welcome you all to the Janasena with Gen Z. Today's Gen Z generation lives in a world of unprecedented opportunities. With access to technology, social media, artificial intelligence, and global information, young people have more choices than ever before. Janasena with Gen Z was conceived as a platform to create that dialogue, a space where the voices of young people can be heard, their concerns understood. Through this interaction, he seeks to listen to Gen Z directly, understand their aspirations, and inspires young people to shape the future of the nation. A man who's known for setting trends and breaking stereotypes. A man whose passion inspired the youth to pursue martial arts. A man who encouraged people to overcome their disabilities. A leader who's empathetic towards the downtrodden, and his generosity knows no bounds. A leader who witnessed the struggles of the remotest tribal hamlets and working hard to change their lives after coming into power. A man who stitched an impossible alliance together and pulled off a rare victory which is unprecedented in the history of Andhra Pradesh. I'm really fortunate to welcome our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, the President of Janasena Party, and above all, a man who conquered million hearts and a minister who's impacting numerous lives, Shri Konidela Pawan Kalyan garu on stage now.
Greetings to you all. Andariki na hrudayapark namaskaram. Thank you for being a part of Janasena with Gen Z. This program ki party almost I think in the same premises around 12 years back I think I launched this party. So after 12 years, I think I came back here. So, I just want to understand what is the current generation's thinking, how to understand them, how to take the thoughts forward. It's more of a, instead of giving a speech, let us have an interactive session, let's have a dialogue. So on this occasion, let's have a dialogue. Let's understand each other. I want to take your ideas forward and how do we come together for a better nation, for a better society. That's the reason why we gathered here today. మీ అందరికీ మనస్ఫూర్తిగా జనసేన తరపు నుంచి మీ అందరికీ మనస్ఫూర్తిగా నేను ఆహ్వానం పలుకుతున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఇలా ఒక్కడిని ఇలా కూర్చోబెడితే ఎలా ఉందంటే బలి చేసినట్టుగా ఉంది నన్ను. బట్ దట్స్ ఓకే. ఐఎమ్ రెడీ టు గో త్రూ ద ప్రాసెస్. ఓకే.
హలో సార్, నా పేరు హాసిని, ఐఎమ్ క్రికెటర్. సో ఇవాళ నేను మిమ్మల్ని ఏం అడుగుదాం అనుకుంటున్నాను.
వాట్ డు యు ప్లే? క్రికెటర్ సార్.
ఐ ప్లే ఫర్ yes సార్. చాలా పొలిటికల్ లీడర్స్ జనాలకి చాలా ప్రామిసెస్ చేస్తారు. ఒకవేళ ఆ ప్రామిసెస్ ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేయకపోతే మేము యాజ్ సిటిజన్స్ వాళ్ళని అకౌంటబుల్ హోల్డ్ చేయడానికి ఏదైనా లీగల్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంటే ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటారు?
Have you voted till today?
Yes sir, I did.
Okay, you are from Telangana? You are from?
Yes sir, I am from Hyderabad.
Okay. What do you prefer? నేను చెప్పడం కంటే you tell me, okay, if political leaders don't fulfill their promise, what should be done?
Sir, I think we should be able to question them. Like మీరు అంటే వాళ్ళు ప్రామిస్ చేసి we owed them because on their promises. Right, and maybe they should be held accountable because దాని మీద మేము ఓట్స్ వేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి సో అవి ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేయగలగాలి కదా.
When someone is saying promising something, to give me an example. What exactly just to explore the thought.
Maybe they promise for clean roads, like chala roads ఉన్నాయి. Even in Hyderabad we see lot of roads. Chala when it rains, like we have lot of problem due to traffic and all. Maybe they promise on good roads and all this. Kani when it rains we see lot of problems. Oka 1 hour traffic undipotadi ante.
So when I look at it this way, when someone promises me something, I should have enough knowledge or adequate understanding whether to what extent they could be fulfilled. నిజంగా ఇంటెన్షన్ కరెక్ట్ ఉందా లేదా? ఈవెన్ సమ్టైమ్స్ ఇంటెంట్ ఈస్ గ్రేట్. When you come to a practical situation వచ్చినప్పుడు it's a bit difficult to exactly implement, to take it forward 100%. That's why if you noticed, I don't promise much. I only tell them, let's be a part, let's do struggle. But there are certain things which I understand being in politics. It's not that I have promised a lot. I have promised that I'll struggle and I'll take it forward, which I am doing. I can't speak for others, but from your point of view, from whatever you've been asking, you have to understand to what extent వీళ్ళు ఏ స్థాయికి ఈ మాట ప్రామిస్ చేస్తే నిలబెట్టుకోగలరు, సాధ్యపడద్దా, సాధ్యాలు, పాసిబిలిటీ, వాట్ ఆర్ ద పాసిబిలిటీస్, ఇవన్నీ చూసుకున్న తర్వాత I think you should judge them. But sometimes there are certain great leaders are there which their intentions are very pure. For example, Lokpal bill. The intentions are very great when they have started it. Somewhere in the process, each one of them dilutes in a different way. The true intention started. So there are so many factors which would pull and push, and sometimes it dilute. Sometimes greatest intentions are there in letter and spirit. Maybe I feel in word and deed. That's why I think what you have asked is a very pertinent question. I think leaders should be aware when next time when they have given something, when they promise you something, which I feel if I am in your place, this is what I would see. I want the leader to say this to me. If someone promises you something, I want them to give a way out. Okay, how I'm going to achieve it. If I'm promising you something, this is the way forward, this is how I'm going to implement it, these are the practical path to it. I think once people, individuals like you, if they become more in number, if they become, a critical point, I think that's where I think even leaders will be considerate and they'll take it forward. I think they'll take it seriously. But bringing them into a legal accountability, I don't think that would be possible. But the only thing, you can make them accountable only when they come for the next time. If they don't fulfill the way you have voted, don't vote for them. That's the only way. But making them accountable in otherwise, I don't think it is, especially in electoral promises, I don't know to what extent it is possible. That's what I feel.
ఇట్లాంటి టౌన్ హాల్స్ పెట్టి questioning them, how will it be, sir?
It should be nice, it will be nice, no? But people, leaders will shy away, no? Possibility unnadi. Because నేను విల్ఫుల్గా వచ్చి మీ చేత అడిగిపించుకోవడానికి వచ్చాను. You can question me. But do you think everyone has the same approach? Maybe very few people must be there. But nevertheless, you should make it as a movement. When you promise something, maybe you think, I understand the current social media or whatever the possibilities, social media is a very powerful tool. I think that's how, why I have to appreciate you is, instead of sitting in in your comfort of your four walls, instead of asking from, typing a question, today you have, you have come here, you came forward and you took the effort to come here and ask this question. I think that itself is a great change. I think if more number of people like you, if they change, if they become critical mass, I think definitely there will be a change. And me being in politics, I understand your concern, I understand your anguish when you say, what if they don't fulfill the promise they have made? I think that's a question to be raised, that's a question to be answered, and depending on their answers, I think you can form your own opinions and you can take your decision. That's what I feel. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Here today, so we have got this thing like ChatGPT. So sir, we want you to be the Pawan GPT for today for the Gen Z. So they are going to ask you questions.
You tell me what is a ChatGPT, educate me on that.
So ChatGPT is like an AI tool, sir. So this AI tool answers us questions from diverse subjects. Yeah. So from different topics and all that, whatever it is, it knows at least.
How ChatGPT, does it think on its own, or it takes the feedback from everybody and gives it, assimilates and gives the answer?
No, it is trained, sir. In a way, it gets its resources from all the web things.
Then better you train me, then I'll give an answer.
Yes, sir. It's a generative pre-trained transformer, sir. So we know you are a transformer already,
right.
and I hope you take our queries and answer them in your key framework.
Sure. I'll absorb and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Sir.
Hello, sir. My name is Shruti. I am a national volleyball player. My question here today is, sir, politics is all about helping people and serving people, right? But a lot of leaders focus more on winning and celebrating rather than focusing on long-term national problems. Why is it so?
The priority is more about winning.
Winning politics.
Once they win, again the priority is about winning next election, but not about addressing issues.
Yes.
From a distance, it might appear like that, but there are cases, and maybe there is a stipulated time in our political timeline. Situations are there. There is no doubt about it. But we have to understand, nevertheless, something is being done, but not what she said as they promised. But definitely something is being done. It is complete. Not that everyone is ignoring. Not that everyone is ignoring, but sometimes handful of leaders alone they cannot do, unless the majority people, if they don't engage in the concept of democracy. You yourself are a strong voice. You have to believe in yourself. Imagine like you people, individuals like you, if they come more in number. And I think that really leaves an impact. But political leaders tend to, I don't put myself in that bracket, but the process itself is, I think they had done so much, in every way possible. For me, before coming into politics, it was very easy to judge others. But once after running a political party, I know the kind of hardships I had gone through. Now actually choose my words, to give an opinion. It's very difficult for me. For example, I was in your state for one point of time. Why the hell they don't do anything? Well, let me come and do it. The problem is when you come here and try to do something, chase it up again, no one will be there. The problem is the very people whom do you think you're going to stand by, whom you think they're going to stand by. What if they don't stand by? Which happened in my case. So a part of, I think, every political leader feels he's disillusioned, I think, with crowd, and they become bitter, and maybe I can't apply to, I don't generalize to everybody, but maybe a section of people might be there who falls under the category which you have putting into. I think for them, they have become bitter. Their approach should be a bit, other than their self, they're not doing it. Maybe it is for the extension of their careers. But there are, in India or in our country, there are very, very committed leaders are there. No matter what they do, but they think of country, they think of society, and they struggle even to bring out a simple policy. For example, I personally, I want to do a lot, but there is a shortage of funds, a shortage of many more things, and sometimes bringing consensus from everyone. There are issues like that. But nevertheless, there is a hope, which I personally feel, as long as a generation is awakened, as long as individuals like you are completely awakened and completely aware of what's happening. I think the moment, if you are aware, I think any political leader, if he's aware of what kind of people he's dealing with, what kind of crowds awakening is there, I think they'll be very alert. But the problem is, we should not give them a timeline of 2 years or 3 years, 5 years. You have to work out at least for 10 to 15 years to see the change, what you're looking at. I think if you put the same pressure, today you spoke to me, why can't you, all of you, maybe around 250, 200 people are there, if all of you become a collective voice, that will be seen by a leader, that will be seen by any political party. Accordingly, they behave. Accordingly, they bring the policy. I think if we don't put pressure on leaders, I think they have other priorities. That's how I can say.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. తెలుగులో ఒక మంచి మాట ఉంది మీరు చెప్పిన దానికి, సమూహ శక్తి అంటారు. సో
ఇది క్రిటికల్ మాస్ కా?
యా సార్. సో క్రిటికల్ మాస్ యాజ్ సచ్. సో పొలిటీషియన్స్ ఆర్ మోర్ కన్సర్న్డ్ అబౌట్ విన్నింగ్ ద నెక్స్ట్ ఎలక్షన్ రాదర్ దాన్ థింకింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద లాంగ్ టర్మ్ ఫ్యూచర్. సో ఈ ఫ్రీబీస్ ఇవ్వడము, ఎక్కువ ఇచ్చుకుంటూ వెళ్ళడం, దానికి లిమిట్, ఈవెన్ తమిళనాడు ఎలక్షన్స్ ఆర్ కమింగ్ అప్. సో చాలా పెద్ద పెద్ద అనౌన్స్మెంట్స్ వస్తున్నాయి.
ఎట్లా?
ఎంతైనా గోల్డ్ ఇస్తాము, రెండు తులాల గోల్డ్ ఇస్తాము, ఇంటింటికి పెట్రోల్ ఇస్తాము, బికాస్ దెర్ ఇస్ క్రైసిస్ ఫర్
Why all of you laughing? This is a goal.
Yes, sir.
You know it's not possible. Or?
So, how do you look at these things, sir?
Okay, I would like to ask you the same question. I mean,
Same question, sir.
yeah. I would like to ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what should any political leader do? I mean, what should, when you said, why can't they look at the national issues, why can't they look at the societal issues? For example, just quote one issue.
Sir, I'm representing sports here. I've been playing volleyball since 8 years right now. Me and my team have been raising our voices towards change in terms of food or any other culture that we are looking to develop. And it's been 10 years and nothing was put into action.
Now, why don't you, whichever, you must be belong to one particular constituency, right? If it is in in our state.
Yes.
Why didn't you go to the concerned authorities? What makes you, did you go? The sports authority, SAI, sports authority, India must be there. What is stopping you?
So all we can do is reach out to our coaches. Coaches goes to ministers and the hierarchy is being followed. But then I just want the leaders to do everything in action rather than promising in sports especially.
Leaders themselves, they can form policies. In India, the beautiful thing about our country is they have fantastic policies. They have fantastic policies. The only thing issue is about implementation. At the apex, at the top level, the policy is very superior with great intentions. It's like our constitution. But when you implement it in a true to its spirit, that's where it gets diluted, because the one who has formed the policy, it's very difficult for him to measure each and at a micro level. Micro level management is our toughest job. Micro level management should be done by the people who had been given the responsibility. Apart from the leader, if you imagine there is a very strong voice, for example, you have a strong voice. What should be done? You tell me, okay, you went to one particular authority, okay, this is regarding football, you must be having some issues about providing not the right food, everything, not the right equipment. To whom you should approach? I mean, why don't you make it like, that's your fundamental right? Enough money is being pumped into the system. But people are sometimes, there are certain people are stuck there who doesn't like to give it. Who doesn't like to, maybe they don't see the merit of it. Sometimes things do happen like this, but you cannot blame a leader alone. You have to blame the individuals who are there occupied in a very pivotal positions in that system. For that, okay, what we should do, maybe one of you can answer. Maybe that's the reason why I'm creating this dialogue. So what you give me an answer, what should be done?
So fear is one boundary that I see as a line that we shouldn't be crossing when it comes to taking it forward to the leader.
What is the fear?
Fear of us labeling down, taking things forward.
You will be targeted, that's what you feel?
100%, sir.
I know, I understand. But with me at least you can be free, you can ask me. I won't judge you, I'll tell you. I won't judge you.
Not everybody as approachable as you, sir.
That's why I'm different, that's why you can ask me. So I can be your voice. I can be your voice.
Sir, I'm here representing the
Now,
entire
when you say
sports quota.
something, if you give me an issue, see, the purpose of this interaction is regarding sports. For example, manakedana samasya unnappudu, we should be able to say, and we will be targeted. There is no doubt about it.
Yes.
Even in your position, there are certain things. Even till today, I know that a part of me is hesitant. It's not. I don't say I'm scared. A part of me is hesitant that I will be targeted. But nevertheless, I muster up my courage. ధైర్యం తెచ్చుకొని అడుగుతాను. మనకి ధైర్యం లేకపోతే for what's injustice or whatever requirements, if it is not happening, if you don't raise your voice, it's going to be difficult. Definitely will be tired. Instead of doing a battle alone, always try to form a stronger group with you. Instead of ఒక్కళ్ళే మీ చేయకంటే కూడా pick up the like-minded people like you and take it forward. But మీరేం చేయాలంటే కూర్చోబెట్టి, why don't you start some kind of campaign instead of I don't know what, I can see a lot of campaigns around, the social media campaigns. Why can't you form some kind of మీకు మాంజీ తెలుసు దట్ గా మన బీహార్లో మాంజీ అని. సమ్టైమ్స్ యూ థింక్ దట్ వీ కెనాట్ సింగిల్ హ్యాండెడ్లీ వీ కెనాట్ డూ మచ్ అనుకుంటాం కదా. బట్ ఇమాజిన్ దట్ గా బ్రోక్ ద మౌంటైన్ ఇంటూ టు pave the path. Sometimes you might think that I'll be targeted and I'm single, I'm individual, like I don't have the strength. But I can tell you, you have the courage and you have the ability, you have the strength. Only thing is you have to have very strong will to change the things around you. And manaki ledu ante you have to adjust with the whatever the status quo, you have to bear it, and maybe once you become a little gain strength, then you can handle things later. I think nenaithe em chesavanante in your position, I used to raise my voice and I was targeted. Sometimes I lose that opportunity. For example, if I try to raise my voice, imagine if I'm in a position, I might lose a career also. As a basketball, for example, if I'm a volleyball player, if I want to do the same thing like you, I'm willing to take that risk, like where for the benefit of others, I don't mind losing my passion or career. But if you don't want to do it, you have to find what are the alternate methods. Sometimes simply writing a letter, you don't know, you have to keep on targeting, keep on approaching. I think somewhere something will reach and something will happen. And that's what I feel. But thank you for bringing it forward. Maybe at a sports level, just give me a letter, what you are going through.
Sure, sir.
Because I just don't want to give you a approach and go, but at least the way he referred about Chittoor, and you tell me something which I can write a letter. I'll see. I'll use my good officers to seek your problem, to address your problem.
Okay.
That
Thank you,
one
sir.
thing. There are two things I can tell you. Yeah, you want to say something? Yes.
Welcome, sir. Sir, for what she said, I was planning to draw a line to that hesitation part, the hierarchy. For example, in our college, if we are supposed to go and approach about a problem, we would be convenient and comfortable to first go and approach our faculty rather than going to the higher authorities. So I was planning to tell about that. And my question, sir, Corruption, it's widely known, and usually political parties are accused of corruption. So when it's widely known, why is it rarely punished, sir?
You define when you say corruption, what exactly you mean? Because it's a very wide word. It's a very broad term.
So corruption, I would see it based on the money being used for wrong purposes. Corruption, that way first.
Give me one case, to understand.
So, for example, maybe paying people when it comes to the voting scenario, paying money and buying votes, that could be one of them.
Chettu munda, vittu munda అని ఉంటుంది ఇప్పుడు. Which comes first? So who corrupted whom? We don't know. అంటే డబ్బులు ఇస్తే ఓట్లు వేస్తాను పొలిటికల్ లీడర్ అన్నారా, డబ్బులు ఇస్తే కానీ మేము ఓట్లు వేయమని ప్రజలు అన్నారు, తెలియదు అది. ఇట్స్ నాట్ దట్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ టేక్స్ ద మనీ. అందరూ డబ్బుల కోసం ఓట్లు వేస్తారంటే చేయను. కానీ నేనేం చూస్తానంటే, సపోజ్ ఐ ఈవెన్ ఐఎమ్ లైక్ యూ, ఐ లైక్ టు, అంటే నేను 2019 when I had done my elections in Bhimvaram, whom do you think will take money? You tell me. Who needs money, and what should be their economic background? What do you think, like general assumption from your side?
So someone whose awareness is less, who knows the fact that taking money and giving vote is a fundamental right.
Okay,
taking money and voting is a wrong.
What is fundamental right? But on another, వాళ్ళకి ఎలాంటి what could be their financial background? Who will take money? And what kind of financial background the people are from? Who seek money for voting?
So it's usually below poverty.
But what if I tell you it is not that way? Imagine people who has own apartments. This is one of my experience. People has their own apartments. Okay, we have 5 votes. How much you going to pay for us? This is one of my election experience, not here, in 2019. అంటే డబ్బులు ఉన్నాయి కదా, అసలే వాళ్ళు పాడు చేసుకుంటారు, మాకు కూడా కొంత ఇచ్చేసి ఉంటారేమని డౌట్ నాకు. అంటే ఇవన్నీ తెలియదు కానీ దెర్ ఈజ్, and if you break down everything, they're not believing in democracy. They need some intense incentive to vote, which I feel sad. You need some freebies or something, and maybe people try a certain social what do you call it? So some social schemes are needed, some kind of benefit schemes are needed really for the people who are below poverty line or someone who are not getting the right things. I think we should give it to them. But in particular election, money, you pay me money, I'll vote. That is, I think there is some kind of incentive, lack of trust in democracy, I feel. అంటే నేను ఎందుకు ఓట్ వేయాలి, నాకేం బెనిఫిట్ ఏముంది అని, because why would they do it is, I think the great answer would be educating people the importance of democracy. నేను ఓటు ఎందుకు వేయాలంటే, నేను ఎందుకు వేయాలంటే వాళ్ళకి mentally they are not motivated. So I think that's where money comes in. It's not that they are in need of that money. నేను అదే అనుకున్నాను చాలాసార్లు. People who have own apartments, why do they need money? 5 ఓట్లు ఉన్నాయి, మాకు ఒక 5,000 ఇచ్చేయండి అనే మాట ఎందుకు వస్తాయి నాకు ఆశ్చర్యంగా ఎందుకు. ఇట్స్ నాట్ అబౌట్ దట్. దే ఆర్ నాట్ మోటివేటెడ్ ఎనఫ్ టు ఓట్. సో దట్స్ వై దే సీక్ సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సెంటివ్ అనేది. దిస్ ఇస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ మై థాట్. బట్ దానికి ఏంటి చేయాలి అని అంటే, ద లార్జర్ వే ఆఫ్ educate చేయడం, the greater ways, making them understanding democracy, making them understand the hardships of running a country, hardships of running administration, and how a particular policy could change if you are not a part of it. అది లేకపోతే మీరు మనం ఓట్ వేయకపోతే మనకి ఏం జరుగుతుంది, ఆ భయాలు లేకపోతే, ఆ బాధ్యత లేకపోతే ఇవన్నీ జరుగుతాయని ఫీలింగ్. ఐ థింక్ I feel one generation is like that. Maybe this particular Gen Z, I think they should not do that. And I think if you can bring a change.
Absolutely.
That's what I strongly believe in. I hope I can I answered your question.
Absolutely.
Thank
Sir.
you.
Thank you so much.
ఇది నిజంగా షాకింగ్ సార్. అపార్ట్మెంట్స్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు కూడా డబ్బులు అడుగుతారు ఓట్లకన్నది. ఇట్స్
Even it was a shock for me.
లేదు సార్, అంతే మామూలుగా పాపులర్ పర్సెప్షన్ ఇస్ దట్.
No, not necessarily. And ఇంకా దాని ఏంటంటే, నేను చాలాసార్లు వైజాగ్ అంతా వెళ్తుంటే దెర్ ఇస్ a 53% ఓటింగ్, 60% ఉంటుంది ఓటింగ్. అంటే వీళ్ళు ఎవరు ఓట్లేరు. లాట్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ మస్ట్ బి దేర్. ఫర్ సో మెనీ పీపుల్ ఎలక్షన్ ఇస్ అ హాలిడే, and it is not they're not exercising their fundamental right. When you exercise your fundamental right, you will have a great say in day-to-day affairs. Vote వేయకపోతే బలం రాదు. That's all.
నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ప్లీజ్.
Hi Anaya, I'm Vivek. My question is, if you have to choose one point, అంటే స్టూడెంట్స్కి జెన్జీకి ఒక వాల్యూ కావాలి దట్ ప్రొటెక్ట్స్ ఇండియన్స్ ఫ్యూచర్ అంటే మీరు ఏం చూస్ చేస్తారు?
If I say one word, it is responsibility. If I have to sum it up in one word, sometimes I question myself. నేను ఎందుకు వచ్చిన పాలిటిక్స్కి అని అనుకుంటే, ఐ ఫీల్ వెరీ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్. అంటే ఎంతసేపు మనకి we talk about fundamental rights, we never talk about fundamental responsibilities. అది స్టేట్కి ఇచ్చే దాంట్లో ఉంటుంది. మనకి ఆ స్టేట్కి ఇచ్చిన స్టేట్ డైరెక్టివ్స్ దాంట్లో కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్లో ఉండదు. అంటే మీరు రాజ్యాంగంలో మన హక్కుల గురించి అడుగుతాం కానీ బాధ్యతల్ని స్పెసిఫై చేయలేదు. అంటే ఏదో రాశారు కానీ ఇంకో చాప్టర్లో ఎక్కడ స్పెసిఫిక్గా అంటే మన హక్కుల గురించి రాసినంతగా బాధ్యతల గురించి రాయాలి. సో నాకేమనిపించిందంటే, ఇట్స్ ఓన్లీ వన్ థింగ్ ఇస్, వెన్ డూ యూ ఫీల్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్? వై డిడ్ ఐ యూస్ ద వర్డ్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ? Why do we feel responsible for our parents? They took care of us, right? Why do we feel responsible for our sisters or brothers or friends? And that we feel we care for them. In the same way, if we understand the amount of sacrifices had been done for this country, through the sacrifices, through the blood and toil and hardships of all our leaders. For example, if you look at the life of Subhash Chandra Bose, when easy Netaji and Kuchabit salute ko tellipotham gaani, the way he died, the way he was I mean, with third degree burns, he died, and he burnt out. I mean, fire accident, a flight low. But if you understand his pain, we understand at what cost we have got our freedom. That makes me, in fact, for me, that made me feel very, very responsible. Alage, for example, if I go to some interiors of tribal villages, when I drink water, today I have some kind of, I don't know, some company, but it is mineral water. If you go into interior tribal villages, పాచిపట్టిపోయి నీళ్ళు ఉంటాయి, పురుగులు తిరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. వాటిని చేసుకుంటే నాకేమనిపిస్తుంటే ఐ ఫీల్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్. అరే వాళ్ళు అలా అయిపోతా, నాకేంటి, నేను ఎందుకు ఇలా ఉన్నాను, మనం ఏదైనా చేయాలి కదా అంట. ఐ ఫీల్ ఇఫ్ యూ బిలీవ్ ఇన్ ద వర్డ్ ఆఫ్ సెన్స్ ఆఫ్, ఐ మీన్ ద వర్డ్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ, ఐ థింక్ ఇఫ్ entire Gen Z is responsible for the entire their life, their society around, I think that will bring a sea of change, and that is going to make this country excellent. I mean, that's going to, the word responsible, a responsibility, I think if Gen Z is going to take care of that, I think that will the foundation for India to become superpower. But they have to be responsible for that.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఒక్క చిన్న ఇదేంటంటే మీరేం మారలేదు సార్. అసలు దాసోజి శ్రవణ్ గారిది ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఉంటుంది. సో శ్రవణ్ గారు ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో చెప్తారు ఏంటంటే, మీరు ఆదిలాబాద్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అక్కడ వాళ్ళు నీళ్లు లేక ఇబ్బంది పడడం చూసి మీరు అర్ధరాత్రి లేచి వచ్చి ఆయన తలుపు కొట్టి, శ్రవణ్ నాకు నిద్ర పట్టట్లేదు, నీళ్లు తాగాలనిపించట్లేదు శ్రవణ్, మనం ఇక్కడ ఇంత మంచిగా మినరల్ వాటర్ అవి తాగుతున్నాము, బట్ వాళ్ళకి లేవు, వాట్ షుడ్ వి డూ అని చెప్పి మీరు అప్పటికప్పుడు ఒక బోర్వెల్ వేయించారని చెప్పి ఈ సేస్ ఇట్ ఇన్ అన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ. అండ్ లక్కీగా అక్కడ ఆ ప్రాంతంలో చాలా బోర్లు వేసినా కూడా నీళ్లు పడింది, మీరు వేయించిన దానికి పడింది, నీళ్లు పడ్డాయి అని చెప్తారు సార్. శ్రవణ్ గారు ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో చెప్తారు. సో అంటే అది అనిపించింది అనమాట. 2008 నుంచి 26 వరకు మీరు ఏం మారలేదు, అండ్ యువర్ ఫోకస్ ఆన్ బేసిక్స్ అలానే ఉంది. సో గుడ్ టు నోటీస్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
And next one, please.
Hello, sir. I'm Madhavan. I'm from Maharashtra.
You're from?
Maharashtra.
कशा आहात?
मी बरं आहे. तुम्ही कशा आहात? तुम्हाला येते का मराठी?
Little.
No, I can understand Telugu, so it would be okay if you talk in any language.
That's
so, I think today's Gen Z is more vocal about mental health, or it might be freedom or identity. But older generations they think all these things as weaknesses. But what do you think?
Say it again. Mental health.
Mental health, identity and freedom, these type of things. But older generations, they think these as weaknesses. What do you think? Gen Zs are more aware, self-aware, or
okay.
are they
You're talking about Gen Z feels it's about mental health.
Yeah, mental health, it might be freedom.
Okay,
identity.
mental health, and what is the second one?
Freedom.
Okay, what's the third one?
Identity.
Okay, what is mental health means? What is the, just explain to me.
Mental health means it's not like you're happy all the time, but it's just like you have a piece of
sanity, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel you want to feel good, you want to feel safe, you want to feel sane, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's
what is freedom for you?
Freedom is not being questioned, maybe.
So you can do
all the time.
I mean, for you, freedom. I'm just asking you. If it means freedom for you is anything I can do and no questions asked. Is it like that? No.
It's not that insane.
I never had that kind of freedom at home. So you tell me, what kind of freedom you're looking at?
I don't want to be questioned again and again for things I choose, because things are chosen by me, because I have to do something and I'm choosing it. I don't like questioning all the time. Like,
if
okay,
your freedom is not violating others' freedom, I think you should free to do it.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you.
Okay, what is the third one?
Identity.
Okay, what is identity? How do you identify?
Identity is mostly like okay, identity matlab.
That's fine, we're exploring, that's it. You don't have to be picture perfect. Like, I myself don't know much. I'm also learning. Like,
yeah.
So what is identity means?
Identity matlab what should I be identified as? So
And what I should be known for, or what should I mean? Identity is a multiple thing. If you ask for, I don't know, maybe you explain to me. there is a gender identity issues in US and all West countries. It's not like that, right?
No, it's not.
Each group has a different identity. I mean, you're talking about identity is a generalized word, but what you're saying is what? I mean, your sense of achievement, what is it? I would like to be identified as a person of strength, I would like to be identified as a person of creativity, or what is that you're talking about?
It can be same, like you said, it can be a gender identity issue as well, and it kind of be whatever you said also, it could be that
Okay,
also.
okay. So, okay, understood. Okay, what do you want to say?
So that's what.
No, what is the, what do you want me to answer? I mean, what are my views on this, or what is
No,
it?
no, not views. I'm actually asking you that.
Can you take the mic?
Yeah. So what do you think? Gen Zs are more self-aware, or they are sensitive in this kind of environment?
Self-aware
Or sensitive? అంటే మేము సెల్ఫ్ అవేర్గా ఉన్నామా లేదంటే సెన్సిటివ్గా ఉన్నామా ఇవన్నీ మా బుర్రలో ఎక్కించుకొని?
self-awareness makes you very stronger. And the self-awareness should make you, for example, you have to be aware of your thoughts, aware of your actions and the consequences of your decisions and everything. సెన్సిటివిటీ ఎప్పుడైపోతుందంటే ఎక్కువ ఆలోచించి తక్కువ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తే సెన్సిటివ్ అయిపోతుంది. ఇప్పుడు నాకు చాలాసార్లు ఏముంటుందంటే డిప్రెషన్, ఓల్డ్ జనరేషన్ ఆర్ కరెంట్ జనరేషన్. What I was taught as a kid, when I used to feel depressed for no reason, I mean, I have multiple reasons, maybe like not doing good in exams or something, suddenly I used to feel depressed. నేను అనుకునేవాడిని when I'm self-aware, నాకు ఆకలిగా ఉన్నప్పుడు డిప్రెషన్ ఎందుకు లేదు అనుకునేవాడిని. ఆకలిగా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమైపోతుందంటే ద ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ఇస్ యూ వాంట్ థింక్ అబౌట్ మీల్, నో డిప్రెషన్, నో డామ్, నథింగ్. సో మనకి ఇఫ్ వీ డిప్రైవ్డ్ ఆఫ్ బేసిక్స్, మనకి నా ఉద్దేశంలో ఏముంటుందంటే మనకి అన్ని కుదిరిన తర్వాత నిజంగా డిప్రెషన్ ఎక్కడ ఉందంటే నిజంగా హార్డ్షిప్స్లో చేసిన, ఐ వెంట్ ఇన్ టు లాట్ ఆఫ్ ట్రైబల్ ఏరియాస్, దెర్ ఓన్లీ థాట్ ఈస్ దెర్ ఇస్ నో సెన్స్ ఆఫ్ డిప్రెషన్ ఫర్ దెమ్, దెర్ ఇస్ సెన్స్ ఆఫ్ సర్వైవల్. డిప్రెషన్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటుందంటే, దిస్ ఈజ్ మై, యూ కరెక్ట్ మీ ఆర్ యూ కెన్ డిబేట్ ఆన్ దిస్, దట్స్ ఐమ్ ఫైన్. దిస్ ఇస్ హౌ ఐ టాట్ మై సెల్ఫ్. ఐ వాజ్ ఆల్సో వెరీ సెన్సిటివ్, ఐ వాజ్ ఆల్సో అనుకుంటా ఉండేవాడిని. కానీ వెన్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ బీన్ డినైడ్ బేసిక్స్,
నాట్ టు డిబేట్ బట్ ఇట్ జస్ట్ లైక్ అంటే ప్రివిలేజెస్ ఉండడం వల్ల మాకు ఇవన్నీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్.
No, there is no such thing as privilege. No. Each irrespective of, there is no such thing as privilege. I think your generation is doing excellent job. Excellent job. There is no second. I'd never like to undermine the generational aspirations, the generational hardships. I think I would be the last person to undermine that. But what I could do is, instead of sitting more in between computer screens, more with friends, I think you should explore the world outside. What are the hardships out there? I think that makes a fundamental, if you do a paradigm shift, jarugutadi aniki. And for example, what we take it for granted. Sometimes I take water as a granted. But once if I go and see somebody else, then I understand there is no such real hardship for me. And again, choice of mineral water undi gaani అసలు నిజంగా నీళ్ళు లేకపోతే ఎలా ఉంటుంది, ఆ హార్డ్షిప్ నేను అనుభవించాలి. అలా మల్టిపుల్ థింగ్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ కీప్ అన్ అప్లయింగ్ ఇట్, ఐ థింక్ ఫండమెంటల్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ జరిగిపోద్ది మనలో. అందుకే నాకు hardly there will be a thing to complain. If you're really completely into self-awareness, other than you, there is no one else to blame. This is what I have understood in my life. But నేను ఎందుకు నాకు అన్యాయం జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు కూడా, some injustice is happening to me, if I keep quiet, I think I'm supposed to be blamed. So that's the reason why I come out and do something right from my childhood. I think that's how I shape myself. I think more or less I feel what of the Gen Z here, I think most of the time you're being very vocal about it, whatever your opinions are. But what I would suggest is to make it into at a more wider acceptance within yourself. I think you should be a little more at a ground level, instead of being completely confined to four walls, between screens, between the comfortable, chosen circle. You should come out of your comfort zone. I think that makes you better. I think you'll understand better. That's what I look at it. Thank you.
Yes sir, thank you so much. And another thing, it's a small request. मला असं वाटत आहे महाराष्ट्राच्या जनतेला तुमच्यासारखं पॉवरफुल लीडरची खूप गरज आहे. तर when are we seeing you in Maharashtra?
See, Maharashtra gave us very strong leaders. Maharashtra has an excellent leaders. I mean, right from
Bala Sahib Thackeray.
it started with Shivaji Maharaj.
Oh yeah.
It starts with Shivaji Maharaj, and Ambedkar ji was there. I mean, many saints are there, sants are there.
Yeah.
And it's a land of warriors and land of social reformers. The only thing is, don't look at for others. Instead of saying that we need leaders, people like you, instead of that, why don't I become one? I think that's what you should think. Don't seek leadership in others. Don't let someone will come and uplift your issues. No. You have to be that. You carry the spirit of Shivaji Maharaj. You carry the spirit of great social reformers there. I think everyone, if we have the same spirit, I think a lot of great leaders will emerge from land of Maratha. I think it is no doubt right now. There is no doubt of leadership in Maharashtra. I think, as you're saying, there must be some gap must be there. I think people, individuals like you, the generation from the current generation should fill the gap. I think that's what I believe in that. Thank you.